Hello guys, another video for you. This one is performing like I'd shown you previously, explained it previously. Yes, explain. Skim through the warm up, the workout blocks, the core sessions, and most importantly, the cool down. So this is how you perform a workout routine. This is how you're working with your trainer. Expect this type of thing from the trainer. Either he or she, depending on the programs that you guys are having, expect these ones. Expect the same, almost a similar sort of a workout block to do. Okay. So the first one, a normal workout routine involves a warm up and a core activation, probably between 5 to 10 minutes. So that warm up can be performed through dynamic movements, not static. Not what I usually see people do like this. At your warm up, stretching at your warm up. No, dynamic movements. If you're doing an upper body session, expect to do something like a push up, a number of sets for push ups, probably plate rotations. You take a plate, improve your shoulder mobility. That's why the mobility work comes in. Activating your muscles, making sure your mobility, you have the proper mobility to perform the workout. So, and then the aim of a warm up, that is the main aim of a warm up, is to loosen up muscles and raise your core body temperature. Raising your core body temperature enables you to withstand, enables you to match up with the intensities of the workout that you're going to perform. So that is the aim. Remember, warm up and core activation, beginning of any workout routine, 5 to 10 minutes. Can be performed through dynamic movements to improve your mobility through the different mobility works that your trainer, or if you're well conversant with you conducting yourself through a workout and be able to do your mobility work by yourself. Then the main aim performing a warm up is to loosen up muscles and raise core body temperature. So the types of warm ups that you can do, you can either do butt kicks, those butt kicks, high knees. Yeah, you can either do them while standing or dynamically. While it's like you're doing a jogging on the spot. Yeah, glute bridges. The bridges, you lie on your back, hands to the side, lift your glutes up like a 2 to 3 second hold, stretch, or a squeeze, whichever way, and down repetitively. Especially if you're this one can be part of your core activations. Yeah, jogging on the spot. Kila mtu I think we know it. Jogging on the spot, usually we used to do it during PE times, but now doing it as part of our warm up. Jumping jacks, those star jumps, yeah. Jumping jacks, or popularly known as the star jumps. You can either just take steps to the side as you perform, or if you're more advanced, just do the normal star jumps. Or example of a machine that can be used, a rowing machine. You can either do probably like you can either set it to do a certain distance or calories. You can either say like as part of your warm up, you can do like 40 or 50 calories. The rowing machine, or like 800 meters. 800 meters you row, that will be part of your warm up. The next one, now after doing the warm up, after a proper warm up, stretching between 5 to 10 minutes, covering all those movements and all those things that I've showed you. Now move to the workout block. Now the main workout, depending on your program, if you're either doing an upper lower body split, cardio split, whichever way. If you're doing functional training, the CrossFit type of training, Yeah, the functional training, either if you're running, either if you're lifting that day, whichever type of exercise or workout routine that you're doing, part of the workout block, running, can either do an high intensity interval training, which is the HIIT. Swimming also requires warm up. Si ile warm up yenye tumezoea ati you go to the shower, unaifungulia, unatoa jasho nini nini, unaingia kwa maji. No, swimming hiyo ni hiyo ya kushawa na nini, hiyo ni ya kuswim huko river ama kwa mto ama Indian Ocean, ile unaswim na ile tube kubwa ya taya gari za 1982. But proper swimming, ile watu kaa sisi sasa, watu wenye tumeswim tangu tuzaliwe, need a proper warm up. Weight training as part of your workout block, lifting, whichever way, whether be it the normal flexing type ama the CrossFit type ama the bodybuilding type. And then functional training, which is I can say has gained traction in Kenya and worldwide, because people these days, there's usually different CrossFit boxes that you can sign up yourself to, or if even if you're not able to sign up to a CrossFit box, you can buy the required home equipment to be able to perform the functional training. This one, I think, as part of the next one, as part of showcasing the type of equipment that you can have at home, this one will play the equipments will play a key role in performing mostly the functional training, because now currently we're looking at people being functional, being able to climb up and down stairs, being able to walk, being able to stand for longer periods of time, being able to lift, being able to carry your shopping bags, doing house chores. Yeah. Okay, and also the workout block, the program depends on the level of fitness and sports participation. If you're a beginner or as your trainer, I won't set or I won't give you exercises like I will give someone who's been training for the past like consistently like 5 to 10 years, or an athlete. Give you exercises starting from the warm up to the workout block that are on your level. Tunaambiwanga stay in your lane ama live within your means ama tembea na watu wako kwa level yako. Sasa hata wewe ukikuja training, patia exercises zenye ziko kwa level yako. Kama wewe bado uko pale kwa skipping, tutaanza tu na skipping polepole as you build. Progressively overloading, progressively moving from one exercise to the other as you grow also into it. Yeah. And then after doing the workout, make sure there's a core routine. Make sure there is a core routine in your program. Ukiona hauna core routine mahali, jiulize maswali bana. This one is important, since your core provides overall balance and stability. Your core provides overall balance and stability. Although people who usually do hikes a lot, especially when you are now descending, your core comes into play hapo. Ndio ukiweza kuenda chini usislide, you can be able to maintain, ama you can be able to lunge, you can be able to maneuver down the steep slopes. Core muhimu. Utingishwa hapo core, core yako isikuwe imeraruka, core hapo msi, hata sasa kuja kutingisha core uko tu hapo, uko ready, unangoja pigia aikido. Made up of back. Now this is the core. It is made up of back, abdominal, hip, gluteus, and leg muscles. Usually when they are describing the core, they usually draw like let's say this is the human body. Let's say ni mjamaa. So the core, they usually draw it something going somewhere, something like this. So any muscles, like the way they've described, any musculature involved hapa, like the back iko mahali hapo hivi, tuseme kutoka hapo tu hapo, But this back they usually refer it uh, as the lower back, the back, yeah. Abdominal hapo, abdominal kama mtu mwa six pack ni nini hapo, abdominal. Hip, of course your hip. Gluteus, of course your gluteus somewhere around there, your glutes, your butt muscles, and your leg muscles, of course. Hiyo vile ina transcend hapo inaingia ni kwa mguu. Your quads, your quadriceps or your thigh muscles, your hamstrings, your calf, ama maziguembe zako. They all play a part in stabilizing and in having a strong core, okay? Use of weights increases the intensity of the work done. Yeah, make sure you use weights when you're doing slowly. Okay, depends on the level that you are. If you're a beginner, probably might start with body weight core exercises, yeah, like the bird dogs, like the body weight Russian twists, like the body weight glute bridges. Slowly as you advance, as you use weights to increase the intensity of the work done. Then here I've given you some examples of core exercises or core workouts. Glute bridges, they can be, first of all, they can be done in so many different ways. You can have them banded as a way to increase the intensity of the glute bridges. You can do them using a barbell just from the ground. Now, as you come up, as you use probably a platform, now is when they call the glute bridges. I think the hip thrust now it becomes a hip thrust because there's a platform. But if you're just on the ground, your torso is on the ground, probably on a mat or on the surface. You can use the bands to increase the intensity of the work done. Also to activate your glutes, your hips. I've gotten this comment so many times that from my clients that if they're using the bands, it really fires up their glutes and opens up their hips so much. So this is something to look out for in the future. As in the subsequent videos, I'll be showing you how to advance the glute bridge from the body weight version to the banded, and probably using some weights. Probably using some weights. Bird dogs is also another thing. You can use it body weight wise. You can use a weight to increase the intensity. Abdominal rotational movements like the Russian twists, like the plank rotations, like the wood choppers, something that you bring like a high cable down, like a band. You can use it. You can use a weight like a slightly heavier dumbbell, something that will give you some work to do. Okay, so make sure warm up, workout block. Once you've activated your core, you've made your core stronger. Now, this is the part that people usually neglect: the cool down and static stretches. You notice the warm up is dynamic, yani uko fluid. Unaweza songa through some range. Unaweza songa, unaweza pitisha mkono ukisonga. You can do the rotations. Yeah, warm up is dynamic, cool down static. Yani umesimama, that you can hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you can probably shift here 6, 5. That is static. Hold. Then the cool down and the static stretches 5 to 10 minutes, almost the same as the warm up. Okay. So the function of the cool down is to return the body. So the cool down returns the body to normal state and function. Normal state and function is to, like, it's opposite of the warm up. Warm up was to loosen up and to raise the core body temperature. This one is to lower the core body temperature, to return it to normal function state, so that your cells zisikuwe denatured from the high core body temperature. Okay. Cool down is to return your body to the normal state and function. So after that bout of exercise, probably 30, 40 minutes, probably an hour, probably 2 hours, probably that marathon that you've run, probably the uphill sprints that you've done, probably the swimming, make sure you cool down to return your body to functional states. Also, the cool down prevents muscle soreness. There's a concept called delayed onset of muscle soreness, which is called the DOMS. Delayed onset of muscular soreness. Sasa, especially if you have had a long layoff from exercise, either if you're recovering from injury, these DOMS might occur. Ama if you're a beginner also. Also, let me write if you're a beginner. Ama if you're a beginner to exercise, you might feel that soreness, ile unasikia uko stiff, unasikia mauchungu. Hiyo ni the delayed onset of muscle soreness because there's usually muscular breakdown, lactic acid accumulation in your joints, in your muscles. So this one, to prevent that type of soreness, ama to flush out that soreness from your muscles, from your body. Cool down increases flexibility, especially the static stages. Flexibility bana. Kuna watu wako stiff bana. Hata kuchukua something to just picking up something from the ground, from the floor, ama from the whichever place you're picking it up, they can't be able to bend. They can't be able to just go down, pick, ama they can't be able to just carrying your shopping bags, one on this side, one on this, carrying your suitcase, carrying just your backpack na maji na nini, the laptop in it becomes an issue. Even sitting, even you're having tightness in your hamstrings, you can't be able to run properly. That has a accumulative effect. Ama it has a carry-on effect on your joints and everything. So make sure to stretch afterwards, after an exercise, to increase flexibility. Even also stretching can be done when you wake up in the morning. Okay? Also, cool down and stretches improves blood circulation. Exactly. Blood circulation, blood nourishment. That's why you find people after exercises. Mtu anakwambia, na siku hizi nasikia vizuri. Hata ile uchungu nilikuwa nasikia, even the pain kwa nayo kwa magoti imeenda. Because now the joint ama the place ama the muscle iko na nourishment ya damu. Metabolic wastes, as I've explained in the previous, you can go check the previous video. Metabolic wastes have been flushed out. The lactic acid, these are the free radicals, or whatever, flushed out from your joints, flushed out from your muscles. Improve. There's also vasodilation of your blood vessels. The dilations in a dilate. There's constriction and there's dilation. So most people you find always kuna hiyo vasoconstriction. But now, if you're vasodilated, you see there's an inflow, blood circulation, either to your joints, to your brain, heart, whichever way, whichever point, through blood circulation. That's why sasa ndo utaanza kufeel okay, yeah. I feel much more energetic. I feel much more alive because oxygen contained inside the blood inakuwa circulated properly. It reduces muscle tension. Yeah, muscular tension iko kwa watu wengi sana. Kuna watu, if you do like a fitness testing on them, make them do like, check how many push-ups they can do in a minute. You find if they can be able to do a dead hang for like 60 seconds, just hanging from above with your legs suspended. Because of this tension. Just sitting unapata, because they do sit so much. Unapata they have this forward. It's called what do you call it? There's a forward type of posture that people do usually have these days because of sitting too much in front of their desk, in front of their screens. Tightness of the upper back muscles. That's why there's that slouching. Yeah, there's that slouching. Now, if you're doing the stretches, relieving yourself, stretching like this, up, down, nini nini, it can be able to relieve that tension, that to have that upright posture with the chest out, tongue up. Make sure it's chest out, tongue up. You're facing the person directly. You're facing your enemies. Don't look down. Don't shy away. Going to approach that person. Going to approach that girl. But face them directly. Posture upright. Alleviate your tension. Okay. Okay. So cool down and static stretches. You can either use foam rollers. These foam rollers, I'll expound on it. I'll do a video show you how the foam roller is. The different types. You can have a soft one. You can have a hard one. Bands, there's so many types of bands that you can use. You can have the woven bands, you can have the elastic bands, something at least to enable you to do the stretches properly. Okay? Any questions, any concerns? Put them in the comments, or if you know me personally, just give me a call, send me a text. Let me know something that you haven't understand, or something that you need further clarification on, as something that you need clarification among all the things that I've explained to you, including the core and everything. Use of foam rollers, use of band. What is a foam? What is a foam roller? What is a band? Doing your own body weight stretches. Yeah, I will be able to answer each and every question that you forward to me. Okay. Yeah, you can skim through. Just take a look, have a glance, write it down, take a screenshot, record it. Okay. Until next time. Peace.